So our second story, workers in Singapore have been increasingly focused on picking up skills relevant to blockchain, workflow automation, and human-centered design. So these three rising skills, as LinkedIn calls them, have a higher prominence here than in other Asia-Pacific countries. So here to discuss this with us is Manpower correspondent Joanna. Hello.
Hello.
So could you tell us a little bit about what this means and how did LinkedIn sort of come to this conclusion?
Okay, so you know how we use LinkedIn to list our skills on our sort of our resumes. So LinkedIn looked at the data from skills listed by professionals from 2014 to 2018, and it found the skills that had, what it calls rising skills, are the ones that have exponential growth in listings on a month-on-month basis. So that means the number of listings grew at an increasing rate each month, and it identified the 10 rising skills which had the highest change between the start and the end of the 5-year period. So these included compliance, social media marketing, robotic process automation. Those were some of the others. But in Singapore, the most prominent ones were the ones you mentioned: blockchain, workflow automation, and human-centered design.
Are there some examples of jobs that are related to these skills?
Yeah, so workflow automation is used by people like consultants, project managers, and software engineers. And human-centered design, which I thought was interesting, it's about developing solutions to problems with a deep focus on understanding the human perspective throughout the whole process of designing the solutions. That's why it's called human-centered design. So apparently, people who use these skills are people like graphic designers, product engineers, and user experience designers, because I guess you want to think about how the end user would be using the product, the solution that you're doing.
So like UI designers and stuff like that. So these skills are considered kind of technical and kind of technology related. So are people worried about having to, or rather trying to keep up with them?
Yes, so LinkedIn also did a survey of employees and learning and development professionals, and it found that 65% of the workers in Singapore actually felt daunted by the pace of change in terms of the skills needed to succeed. And the majority of the respondents also cited time as a major reason why they couldn't take up learning and development while at work. But surprisingly, the report also found that soft skills were actually quite important too. So I think 62% of the workers in Singapore actually felt that soft skills were more important for career progression than hard skills.
Okay.
And I think this is probably because although more things can be done by machines now, people still need to be the ones to look at strategizing, making decisions effectively, and making sense of the information. So probably things like time management, analytical thinking, and creativity would be quite important and valuable skills still.
So humans are still valuable in the age of robots.
We hope so, yes.
So what can we do to remain relevant amongst continuing rapid changes?
Well, I think we can try to read widely and stay up to date on the changes and how technology is affecting our industries. So, for example, in our case as journalists, we're having to brush up on video skills and learn how to talk about our stories and not just write them. And of course, if your company offers causes, it would be good to make the most of them. And you can always look for other causes and suggest them to your human resource team and see if they can bring them in. And there are also many free guides and courses online on technology-related skills. Like I recently started reading up on search engine optimization in an effort to try to write my headlines better. So, yeah.
I see. Thanks for sharing more on this, Joanna. And those were our top stories of the day. Once again, I'm Kimberly Jiao. Thank you for watching The Big Story, and we'll see you tomorrow.